Hey everyone, it is wacky outfit day at school, so mismatch day. So that is why I am in stripes and tie-dye and looking kind of crazy today. So I'm glad you're back with us here today. We are going to explore another one of Juana Martinez Neal's books that she's worked on. It's called La Princesa and the Pea. And we are going to get to know a little bit more about her. She actually won an award for this book, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that, and then we'll read the book. So let me show you my screen so that you can see the presentation here. All right, here we go. So we are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month and the Global Read Aloud this week. The book we're looking at is La Princesa and the Pea. So the author is Susan Middleton Elia and illustrator Juana Martinez Neal. This book is a little bit older. The copyright date is 2017. There's a short video here that I will put in Schoology. I cannot, for some reason, get my audio to pick up on a Google Meet when I'm trying to play it from my computer. So if you're interested in hearing her speak, she's actually saying thank you for the Pura Belpré Illustrator Award that I'm going to talk to you about here next. So if you want to watch that, it'll be listed in our Schoology lesson. So the Pura Belpré Award is actually a new award. I did not know much about it. So it's awarded to a Latino writer, Hispanic writer, or illustrator whose work portrays, affirms, and celebrates the Latino cultural experience in a book for children or youth. So this particular award I am learning so much about is named after the first Latina librarian at the New York Public Library, and her name was Pura Belpré. She was a children's librarian, storyteller, and author, and it seems as though she really enriched the lives of Puerto Rican children in the United States. And one of her big things was sharing Puerto Rican folklore. And if you're not familiar with folklore, those are the stories that are passed through generations by word of mouth. So Juana Martinez Neal has won that award. We're going to read the book, and then after we read, I'd like you to type and do a little bit of choice board time. We do have some friends. I'm looking at my board right now. We do have some friends who are on the typing leaderboard. So I will announce those names here in just a moment. Let's see if it stopped sharing my screen. It sure did. Let's see. In 5th grade, Madeline F. and Aaron E. are on the leaderboard, as well as 5th graders Luke K. and Olivia K. So fantastic work. Keep typing today after we read this story. La Princesa and the Pea. And so I'm actually going to link a picture in of the beginning of the book because it has a lot of Spanish words in it, and there's a glossary in the front. So if you're at all interested in looking at what some of these words mean as we're listening, you can pull up that picture and take a look. There once was a prince who wanted a wife, but not any niña would do in his life. His madre was picky. She hoped for perfection. The prince was so lonely, in need of affection. But here came a maiden en route to her castle. I hope I can stay here if it's not a hassle. She winked at the prince, who fell for her fast. No matter what mom does, I'll marry this lass. The prince said, come in. But his mother, La Reina, decided to test her. Would this girl be buena? Mama sneaked away to the royal jardín and found a small pea that was fit for a queen. The pictures do give us some clues about these words and what they mean. She guarded the pea pod and took to the stair. If this girl is worthy, she'll feel that it's there. She placed El Guisante in the bed for their guest. She yelled, Viente mattresses, lofty request. The queen settled in with her box of bombones, while lots of strong workers came in with colchones. Uno was suave, dos was pequeño, tres was muy grande, cuatro un sueño. Several were pinstriped, some made of fleece, others were dotted or checkered or grease. The queen ate her treats, the bed was stacked high, and right when they finished, La Niña came by. Here is your cama, a place you can sleep. Thanks, said the girl, I won't even count sheep. Meanwhile, El Príncipe practiced I do's. He knew that this maiden was one he would choose. I like her, mamma, he said with a lilt. We'll see, said the queen as she fluffed up his quilt. The girl stretched her brazos and yawned with her boca, but the bed felt so lumpy, like there was a roca. The little guisante was 20 times deep. Could it be the reason the girl got no sleep? She trudged down to breakfast, her ojos so droopy. And how was your slumber, La Reina? Was Snoopy. Great, said the girl. If you like hard and lumpy. Oh, pobrecita, the prince said. You're grumpy. Their guest brightened up as she noticed the lad. Really, she murmured. It wasn't that bad. Ay, thought La Reina. How'd she detect it? Is she a real princess? I think I suspect it. She signaled her son that the girl passed the test. Drat, she had managed to stave off the rest. The prince soon proposed with a golden anillo. They married that week in the royal Castillo. The queen kept her promise and threw a big boda. The bride wore a wedding gown, stylish, de moda. Excepto, they both said, I do. And still to this day, the queen has no clue. The prince had put pitchforks and stones in La Cama to help his true love pass the test of Queen Mum. The prince and his bride had hijos galore, one for each mattress, and then had no more. And that's how it ends. And there is a note from Juana in this book, so I'll read that to you really quickly. The textiles in this book were inspired by the weaving and embroidery of the indigenous people of Peru. The villagers of Huilloc in the mountains of the province of Cusco weave alpaca wool into clothing and blankets similar to those on El Príncipe and La Reina and in their home. La Princesa's embroidered clothing was inspired by the people of the Colca Canyon in the province of Arequipa. The methods and traditions of dyeing, spinning, weaving, and embroidery have been passed down from generation to generation, and their remote locations have kept these communities distinct. I traveled there for the first time with my father. I hope to encourage you, the readers, to value and protect these groups so they can maintain their culture and traditions and continue to thrive in the future. From Juana Martinez Hill. So that's pretty cool, like how much of her work is researched to get ready to illustrate. It's pretty amazing. So if you want to hear her speak, you can find that video in Schoology. If you want to see the words that I was reading and see if I mispronounced any, sorry if I did, you can see that in Schoology. I will take a picture of that page so that you can take a look. 10 minutes of typing, and then you'll finish up with some choice time, and I'll see you back next week.